Two Filipinos will join world leaders from nearly 200 countries in Copenhagen this Saturday to talk about ways to address climate change. Paul Garilao and Alfonso Orioste Jr. were chosen from among hundreds of entries in the CNN YouTube debates last month to be part of the meeting. The event comes just as world leaders meet in Denmark's capital to agree on a new international deal on global warming. Garilao and Orioste say they will push for the reduction of carbon emissions by advocating the use of clean energy sources and are calling on local politicians, especially those running in next year's elections, to prioritize climate change in their platforms. Paul Garilao and Alfonso Orioste Jr. are both here with us this morning for our Proudly Pinoy segment. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Welcome and congratulations.
Thank you.
And surprise, I didn't know you were coming.
Yes.
Because initially you weren't going to be here.
Yeah,
I flew
as you
yesterday.
mentioned,
You flew in yesterday. You're based in Hawaii, but you decided to come over to drum up more noise.
Yes.
For your trip to Copenhagen. Okay, let's backtrack first. Just tell us how you guys know each other, how you guys met, although now you're separated by an ocean.
Yeah.
How do you guys know each other?
We're in college. We came from De La Salle University, Manila, and we met in a Christian group called Christ Campus Crusade for Christ.
Okay, all right.
And then just then we realized we have passion. Both of us have passion on producing videos.
Oh, so you really had this thing about producing videos. It's not the first time. Yeah. It's not your first crack. Okay. When you heard about this particular contest, who heard it first and who said, hey, let's do this? It's something we can join.
I heard it first.
You heard it first. Okay.
That happened 3 days after the Ondoy tragedy hit the Philippines.
Timely. Okay.
I was looking for a way to help the Filipinos, to help our fellow kababayans. How do I help them? I want to help in packing relief goods.
Okay.
But then, after that, a lot of reflecting happened. I chanced this video competition called Raise Your Voice, sponsored by CNN and YouTube.
Okay.
I immediately called Alfonso. He was first in my mind. Oh, this guy passionate about making video. I have to tag him in this contest, in this project. And then I called him from Manila. Right. So then we made a video. Okay. I made the script, he edited the video.
Okay. So what was your initial reaction when he told you, oh, let's do this video? Did you ever do a video of this sort na, you know, may meaning, may advocacy? Did you ever do something like that before?
Before, no.
None, okay.
No.
So you've done for fun videos before?
For fun video. Funny videos.
Okay, funny videos. Like, okay, so what was your action when he asked you to do this?
It was a good thing. It was near my semestral break. So we had the time to edit and produce some videos of some sort like that. It was my passion for making videos was heightened up when Ondoy and Peping had struck Manila and other areas in Luzon actually. Right. So it was a good thing.
So it was really timing, no? It was timing that it happened on Ondoy and Peping, timing and it was during his sem break that he was able to do it. So
everything is timing.
Tell us about the video. What was the concept of it? I mean, there's thousands of things you could think of to do when you want to raise your voice against climate change on video. But how did you conceptualize it, and how were you going to possibly do it? Once in Hawaii, once in the Philippines. So what was it like?
Well, it's a 6-minute documentary film.
Okay.
About first on Ponching's part or Alfonso's part, it's about disaster preparedness, disaster management preparedness, and on my part, the use of alternative energies.
Okay, all right.
And the third part is about green education. How do we tell this? How do we inform our viewers on helping and discussing climate change?
Okay. All right, and we're seeing some clips of it right now. So first of all, in terms of disaster preparedness, Alfonso, what was your focus in terms of that? I mean, was this coming from the experiences in Ondoy and
from the first-hand experience.
So we're not playing the whole thing, so just give us a brief explanation of what you're talking about in the video.
Disaster preparedness program is a management program wherein we get ready when certain typhoons or disasters come in the Philippines. So it was, we can say that we were not that prepared when Ondoy went here in Manila and in Luzon. So we are pushing for a better disaster preparedness program. For campaigning for that program to have a better to have a better feel of the disasters that would come here.
Right, and on the other hand, Paul, you were talking about renewable energy and clean energy, and how did you explain that? I mean, there's many different arguments. There's many different options in terms of what kind of alternative fuels, alternative energy sources to be used. But what was yours in particular? What did you focus on?
Well, in the video, we focus on using wind turbines and solar panels.
Okay.
Because based on my experience in Maui, Maui is one of the counties in US that use alternative energies. They promote alternative energy. So, for example, a 1 megawatt conversion for a wind turbine can empower 600 houses.
Okay.
But an average turbine generates 60 to 80 megawatts.
Okay. So that's actually a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. So you're saying that we should push more for these turbines in. Would you say it only fits in coastal areas rather than in other areas that say
in coastal and mountain areas?
In fact, areas, okay.
As you have seen in the video, the shot there is taken from Ilocos Norte. The wind turbines.
We have those there.
We have
so
those
you
there.
went up to do that?
No, went there.
That video
was
was
before.
Oh, you had an
before.
old video of it already?
Yes,
okay.
we have some materials to use.
Okay.
And that opportunity came. And then we are using solar panel.
Okay.
So, I use this opportunity. I have to shoot here.
Okay.
And then explain that these solar panel can reduce thousands of electricity bill costs.
All right. Now that you entered in the competition, did you have any expectations that you would win? What was your confidence level like at the point? Parang okay lang, nakasali tayo. You were happy at that?
Yeah,
what were you feeling at the time?
That was our feeling.
Okay.
Na, wow, nakasali tayo. It was a great feeling na to share our sentiments and to share our... That was our part in helping the victims of typhoons.
All right.
So we had really we didn't expect to win. That much.
And then,
but even if we didn't expect to win, we planned it.
Okay.
Aside from making the video, since I have a background in public relations management and the social media, we planned it whom to connect to, like bloggers, Twitter users, Facebook users, and other online means.
Basically the whole online community.
Yeah, the Philippine online community, which is the same community that helped Efren win by a ginormous margin.
Yes.
So and it was some sort of timing because they were still on that high of voting for Efren at the same time. They were. When was the voting? When was the voting opened?
November 6th.
November 6th. Yeah. So around the same time.
So it overlapped.
That there were people voting for Efren. They're aware of it. Sumasabay kayo with the win. So that was a great timing again. Parang destiny ata.
Everything worked together for good. I have this story. While my father and I were talking, he wanted me to pay a gas.
Okay.
My dad told me, okay, when you enter there, you will hear something about Copenhagen.
Okay.
I entered the gas station.
Okay.
Someone was buying, hey, can I buy Copenhagen? Huh? It's goosebump. Hey, what are you talking about? You can buy Copenhagen. And then he's referring to a Copenhagen tobacco.
Oh my goodness.
It's a brand. I don't know if it's popular here in the Philippines, but in Hawaii they use it. It's a tobacco gum.
Okay.
Then I told my father, you're right. You're like a prophet, man.
Okay, so a lot of these eerie little telltale signs were coming out. And this was during the competition, that voting was open.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So when you find out that you won it, what was your initial reaction?
No, he texted me that we won.
So he was found out from him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was in the library.
Did you get a call, an email? What did
the website? Just a youtube.com/15 COP15 says the global YouTube community voted for Paul Garilao and another winner from Brazil.
Okay. So there's two sets of winners.
There's two sets of winners.
All right. And so with this win now, what happens? You're going to Copenhagen amongst world leaders. What will be your role there? What will be your part? Will you just be able to observe there, or will you actually be given a chance to say your piece?
I'm still clarifying it with the Denmark Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They're telling us that we would be participating with the global leaders in a debate called CNN YouTube Debates.
Okay, so there's a special segment called CNN YouTube Debates.
Yeah, it's a 1-hour segment on December 15, and it's live on youtube.com and cnn.com.
Oh, all right. Okay. And have you prepared? I mean, are you going to be saying the same stuff you did on your video, or are you preparing something different that you want to share to the whole world, essentially?
This time we would like to be consistent in our message, because we're coming from the Philippines now, is representing Philippines as well. That the developing country needs like this, and we want to share it to the global leaders.
All right, and I guess what's your final message? You want to thank people who voted?